Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives. I'm your host, Wana. Let's take a look at tonight's lineup. Tonight, we pay a visit to a story from season 4.
One shop that is in Tankan, that in school. Fanto Shenaya, Fanny, I'm Jaja, and she was a wa. No, I don't believe so.
And we meet some inspiring women making a difference.
Some of the girls were having difficulties in their academics, and they now decided to ask us to help out. We've decided to teach them other things, other skills, hairdressing. How's it going? To invest in a woman is really to invest in a nation, because the women really are the heart of the family.
Touch your life, I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light, I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life, be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one, touching lives.
Folashade Adefuoye was a rice and beans trader taking care of 7 children when she suddenly awoke one morning unable to move.
Obiagu can't buy only one cocoa pato to show no, but it's only conjugula solo at balloting low wheelchair.
Láti ìgbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀, mi ò lè lo ọwọ́ mọ́ fún anything. Ẹsẹ̀ náà mi lè fi rìn mọ́. Àwọn ọmọ ló máa ń gbé mi sórí wheelchair. Even tí n bá fẹ́ wẹ̀ gan, àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló máa ń help mi sórí àpótí tí màá fi wẹ̀ tán bá mi máa nu ilẹ̀ wẹ̀ gbogbo ara. So tẹ́lẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni mo máa ń tí mo lè ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mo fi ń tọ́jú ọmọ tọ́jú àwọn family. Bọ̀ láti ìgbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀, mi ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ kankan mọ́. Kò sí owó lọ́wọ́ mi, àti jẹ àti mu gan ó nira.
Temitope tried to help out by learning to barber.
Àwọn àbúrò mi 7 ni wà. Nínú 7 kò ń ṣe gbogbo wọn kọ́ ló ń lọ school mọ́, ìgbà tí ò sí agbára mọ́ tó máa fi lọ léwe. So ó dẹ̀ wùn èmi náà láti pé kí gbogbo wọn kàwé, but kò sí agbára, because little change bá pa náà máa fi fún wọn lówó oúnjẹ. So àti gba àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan dúró fúnra wọn, èmi ń kọ́ṣẹ́ nu wọn, gbogbo ọdẹ ilé wọn sì kéré, ọmọ ìkéré ṣì ni wọn. So mi dẹ̀bẹ̀ kan lọ máa ṣe kó tẹ́pọ̀ máa fi jáde, táwọn máa fi ṣàgbé. So mo ṣáà rí pé mo ń try láti feed wọn ṣá, kó lè máa jẹun, but kò sí agbára fún wọn láti kàwé.
The situation is pathetic. I almost cry whenever I remember the situation. You know, looking back some years, how the woman was, I was taking care of the children. If Shade's family does not receive help or assistance from anywhere, it's going to worsen the situation, because the kids will become nuisance.
And so the first thing that Airtel wants to do is to support you with 2 scholarships for 2 boys in the family, to the total of 1 million naira. We're not stopping there. Airtel is going to open a barbing salon for you.
Wow.
Airtel is going to open a provision shop for you.
On Airtel Touching Lives this evening, we see how Folashade and her family are doing after Airtel has assisted them.
Nígbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ nípa ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí pé wọ́n fẹ́ help mi, so gbogbo àwọn ìwé tán kọ nígbà yẹn pé wọ́n bá ń kó lọ, mo fi ọkàn sí Ọlọ́run pé mo nígbàgbọ́ pé kíní yẹn á bọ́ sí, mo nígbàgbọ́ pé kíní yẹn á bọ́ sí pé wọn ò lè tàn mí. nígbà tí mo dẹ́kun lọ́gbà yẹn tí wọ́n tán ṣàlàyé nǹkan kan tán stúdíò mi tán ṣe inú mi dùn gan gidigidi inú mi dùn gan fún àǹfààní fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ tọ́lọ́run fi fún mi so inú mi dùn gan kódà tán bá wo inú mi gan lọ́jọ́ yẹn wọ́n á mọ̀ pé yes ìdùnnú dé bá nú ayé mi. mo dúpẹ́ gan gidigidi lọ́wọ́ àwọn Airtel pé ìrànlọ́wọ́ tán ṣe fún mi ó wúlò fún mi gan gidigidi gan torí àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kí n tọrọ owó káàkiri mọ́. nígbà tí mo wà ní Jos provision ni mò ń tà but lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ni àwọn Haúsá yẹn tán gbé wàhálà àwọn dé so ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo property mi jó sí so lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn tí mo ti darí wálé inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé nígbà tó tún ẹ̀pù tí mo tán ẹ̀pù mi tí mo rí ìrànlọ́wọ́ gbà inú mi dùn gan gidi pé ìrànlọ́wọ́ tí mo rí gbà kódà kì í ṣe kékeré inú mi dẹ̀ dùn sí gan pé ìyípadà gidi ó dé bánú ayé mi. ṣọ́ọ̀bù tán fún ọmọ mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ inú mi dùn sí gan torí pé ó wúlò fún gidigidi bábí ló ń bá irun gígé ló ń iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe so dẹ́n báwọn èèyàn gẹrun òun ṣe mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé àwọn èrò ń wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ láti wá ṣe mu.
ìgbà tí wọ́n ti fún wa ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù tá a dẹ̀ ti ń ta nǹkan táwọn náà ti ń lọ skul àǹfààní tó ṣe náà yẹ wá àǹfààní gidi àná àrùn jẹjẹrẹ à ń ṣe bó ṣe wù wá inú wa dùn gidi gan so.
inú mi dùn gidigidi gan pé àwọn ọmọ mi padà sí skul wọ́n dẹ̀ bá ẹgbẹ́jọ wọn jókòó sílé mọ́ inú mi dùn gan.
ìgbà tí mi fi lọ sí skul tẹ́lẹ̀ ìgbà yẹn a wà ní Jos ìgbà yẹn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ problem yẹn ó le gan bọ̀ ìgbà tí wáyà mi lọ skul fún ọdún mẹ́rin ìgbà tó wáyà tí wọ́n gbé program àwọn Airtel wá pé wọ́n fẹ́ help wa ìgbà yẹn tí wọ́n dé mo dẹ̀ padà sí skul inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé wọ́n help wa pé à ń lọ skul padà. àǹfààní tí skul tó ṣe fún mi nígbà tí mo padà lọ sí skul pé tí mo ti ń ka skul already mo dẹ̀ máa parí skul èmi náà máa di èèyàn èmi náà máa lè sọ̀rọ̀ láwùjọ àtàwọn àbúrò mi náà àwọn náà lè máa báwọn náà ṣe padà sí skul àwọn náà lè máa dèèyàn àwọn náà lè máa.
mo ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run náà ní pé ọjọ́ iwájú àwọn ọmọ yẹn fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ tán ṣe fún mi ọjọ́ iwájú wọn á dáa so àwọn náà ṣoríire láti fi pé wọ́n á fi mọ́tò kẹ́mi nídìí. màá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Airtel gidigidi pé iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná o ilé àtọ̀nà wọn ò ní bàjẹ́ kò ní dàrú o iléeṣẹ́ wọn á máa lọ òkè kò ní lọlẹ̀ o àwọn ọmọ wọn aláàánú olóore ò ní wọ́n wọn o.
That was amazing to see. Coming up after the break, we bring you a story around the Obiagu project, a project that helps to empower young women in the Obiagu community. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching lives, touching truth, touching lives.
Welcome back to Airtel Touching Lives. Coming up next, we head to Enugu North, where we meet some inspiring young women helping girls in the Obiagu community.
Touching lives.
The project started 2016. We have a sister center, Lantana School of Hospitality, that takes care of training young girls in hospitality, in the hospitality industry. And they started coming here and they had a cookery club for girls of this community. But as they were coming, they found out that some of the girls were having difficulties in their academics. And they now decided to ask us to help out. And we started off in the same venue that they were having the cookery classes, which happened to be in a drinking parlor. Although we would come early, and then the people coming to take refreshments would come later in the day, but sometimes we would almost clash, you know, and it wasn't a very good environment for young girls.
I'm a medical doctor, and in the course of my project, I did a thesis on kids who live in urban slums, of which Obiagu, this area, is an urban slum. So I chose Obiagu as well as some other slums here in Enugu by random selection. During the course of my interacting with the teachers and the principal of this school, I realized that they were interested in their kids. They wanted more for the kids. They wanted more for them. And then I explained to them that we already had a literary project, like extra classes for these kids on Saturdays, and asked if they would mind to give us some space so that we could move from the beer parlor where we were using on Saturdays to their school. And I'm very grateful because they acceded to that wish and gave us some space on Saturdays.
We take children from primary 2 up to JS3. When we started the project, we found out that some younger children also wanted to be part of it, and their parents asked us if they could. So we said, okay, let's extend it to primary 2 students. All of us trying to squeeze into one classroom, it can be quite rowdy.
When many of them come together and they all have different problems, you understand? And then when you put them in the same class, you can't really, you know, touch a person personally, which is what we want to do, what we look forward to doing.
The head teacher who had allowed us to use the place retired last year. And then we were advised that it would be better to get permission from the education board. They told us that it's fine, they think it's a nice project and they will allow us to use the place, but it hasn't become official. So many times when we come, if nowhere is open, we stay outside under the sun and we make do with what we have.
The biggest problems is their literacy skills. Many of them can't read, they can't understand what they read. So, and then they are really high up, like you see someone in primary 4, primary 5 that can't read. So it's really a big problem, a big challenge.
These girls need this because nobody is going to give them that personal touch.
I like coming to this place because I've learned a lot. When I wrote my BESA examination, it helped me because most of the things they taught me here while I was in JS 2, we didn't have a maths teacher actually. And then I came to this place, they covered up most of the scheme for my JS 2 class, and then it helped me because most of the things they taught me here were most of the questions I saw in the examination. So I'm very happy for that.
I learned like skills in teaching because most of us, we don't know how to like write. Our handwriting is not good enough, so they can teach us what we can learn, and something they are teaching here, they did not teach it in our school.
We also felt that we could help the girls with other skills acquisition because they finish from school and they really don't have a good employment. Many of them, they go with their parents to the market. They can stay there in the market till like 9, 10, 11 at night selling, you know. And what really are they selling? Basic food stuff. And this is their future. You know, if they're not helped to break out of this chain, this is what their future is going to be. And we've decided to teach them other things, other skills, hairdressing, how to make Ankara. Ankara is the traditional material. So with Ankara to make shoes, to design shoes, cover the shoes with Ankara, bangles, other things like that. Things that they can use to help themselves maybe in future. We know that maybe now they haven't started putting it into practice, but at least it's something that they're learning and acquiring these skills.
We are passionate about helping women in the center because, you know, we've come a long way. Women, have come a long way. In the 20th century, the 19th century, the woman was in many places looked down upon. But in recent times, of course, we have women who have excelled in their different areas of different chosen areas. And so we're interested in the woman, because the woman is at the heart of the family and at the heart of the society. And like they say, when you train a woman, you've trained a society.
Me enjoy like gonna be a lesson because one, or can't feel in a man only egu. Gonna anything somebody joya or the sharp way side the question. And it says on I bet the lesson a year teacher and day you open somebody joya or sire or like yeah me enjoy like gonna be a lesson.
Some of the parents feel that their children need to continue, working with them on the farm or go to the market. And we believe it's true, they need to help their parents, but they also need to be given the chance, to improve their future, to make a better future for themselves.
I'm a pediatrician, so kids are, anything related to kids is, is very close to my heart anyway, so there's so much satisfaction. You feel that happiness that you've sold, you've invested into a future, and you're not just sitting back and complaining about how bad the society is and all of that, but that you're contributing in your own little way, and you may not necessarily see the fruits, you may not, see it directly, but you're sure that helping these kids become better people is helping the society at large. So I'm very passionate. And the whole lot of us in Uzomiri Study Center are very passionate about making this world a better place, of course, starting from this country, Nigeria.
We do not have enough space in our class, so most of the time we let them, before we stay in the sun, so we move to the class and we need to separate ourselves.
If you come here many times, you find it difficult to hear. You have church activities going on. You can hardly hear yourselves, what you're teaching them. And I think it would help them if they could have a place that they can use, have a good library, because reading is so important.
Sometimes if I'm free, I'll be reading my books.
We're very grateful for what we have now. It's a lot better than what we had before. But we have dreams of giving these kids a better future. And for this, we think we need a really good space, a really good teaching environment that would facilitate their learning. So because of that, we're thinking of having a study room where they would come to study in the course of the week, and then where we could also give them classes on Saturdays as well.
In our country today, it's a fact that women, they support the family a lot. These ladies, these women, they're going to be mothers tomorrow, and they're going to take care of children. And really, in Africa, we have to acknowledge the fact that the training of children, the upbringing, rearing, and everything falls quite a lot on a woman. So to invest in a woman is really to invest in a nation, because the women really are the heart of the family.
Stay with us, because after the break, Dr. Ijoma will be hanging out with us in the studio. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching lives, touching lives.
Welcome back to Airtel Touching Lives. Joining us in the studio, we have Ijoma Ogoche from the Obiagu project. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for the amazing work that you're doing. A lot of the children that you teach and you tutor as well, what would have been if you had to sort of look at their lives, what would have been their outcome if they didn't have people like you or the project that you have teaching them and sort of nurturing them?
Well, I would say that education is everything, really. And those kids go to school, yes, but they are not really being taught or not being taught well, So I don't know what would become of them, because if you don't have education, then really what do you have? But the project helps them to become people who have hope, okay? People who can say they have chances of getting admitted into better schools, secondary schools, because these are primary school kids, and therefore they'll probably have a chance of higher education and better employment in the future. So we're looking at a project which is going to have a lot of repercussions down the line that we'll probably not even see.
The project doesn't get the kind of support that it needs for a stable space. I mean, what do you think will be the future of the project?
I don't know if the project would have a future. You know, we started on, should I say, faith. We thought, okay, it would start and hope and pray that someone somewhere hears us.
I think you're truly an inspiration, and a lot of people who are watching this program will definitely look at you as a source of inspiration and guidance, and it will jolt them to also do something within their communities as well. And as you know, Airtel is really about touching lives. It's about development. It's about community. It's about community building and showcasing the amazing work that people like you are doing. So they definitely would want to help.
Thank you.
And we're just going to find out what it is that they'll be doing. So, Airtel Touching Lives will build a 4-classroom block.
Wow.
With a library, given on land given to you by the state, of course. And then they're going to provide toilet facilities, furniture, whiteboards, fans, writing and reading material.
I am overawed. I can't say thank you enough to Airtel. I don't know whether I saw this coming.
Oh, I was going to say, were you expecting this?
I don't know whether I thought we were going to get all of that, But like I said at the beginning, it was just like a leap of faith. Yeah. And I can't say thank you enough to Airtel. And well, like I said, many times you're not going to see the fruit of what you're doing, but I know that these kids are going to pray for you for the rest of their lives, and they're going to be very grateful. And I'm sure you guys would also get the blessings from the fact that you've touched a number of children's lives. And I'm actually quite moved. Thank you very much.
And thank you for continuing to do amazing work. And I believe that even people that are watching are going to want to support even more. So I hope that the project will go from strength to strength.
Thank you very much. Very grateful.
It's all smiles in the studio again at Airtel Touching Lives. It's just incredible to see people who are constantly doing things for their communities, bettering those around them, and thinking of the future of our young children. Until next time, you've been watching Airtel Touching Lives. Next week on Airtel Touching Lives.
When I heard about our prize, I was overwhelmed. I was excited. I was emotional. I just knew that it would move us from one stage that we were at that time to the next, and that's exactly what it's done.
And we meet a family that tragically lost their beloved breadwinner.
I was called on 8th of May that he had an accident. While he was on call, he came out to buy fruit that would sustain him to the next morning.
I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. Touching lives.
Airtel, the smartphone network.